Welcome, water signs. So this is your October love astrology tarot reading. Something about the person that you've come here for, if there's somebody that's on your mind. If not, we're going to pick up some energy and see what comes out, okay? All right. So we got the tarot card of the Tower coming out first. This is a Scorpio energy card, but it doesn't have to be. This could be specifically for Scorpio since this is a water sign reading. And it's in reverse. So upright, it's about a major change, a shocking, upsetting major change. In reverse, it basically means the same thing except that, maybe you saw something coming. This is representing your energy. So you saw something coming, but then you didn't really act on it. As a result, the universe stepped in to wipe out that which does not serve you. So anything that wasn't going right in your life, you kind of just like wiped that out so that you can start over, start anew, start fresh in this connection, okay? So it's an ending followed by a new beginning. I think, perhaps you didn't want to change certain habits or patterns of the connection, and but you have been prepared by the universe for these changes, and if they're not happening already, then they're going to happen, and with those changes will come a new sense of freedom, okay? So I don't know if there's been a breakup in your connection, you got in an argument, something like that, but this card is saying that there have been warning signs about this, okay? So let's look further here. Get more cards. Okay. Tell us about water signs person, Spirit. What's going on in this connection or in their love life? So your person's coming out in the death in reverse card. Another Scorpio energy card, so it could be in their chart as well. And the death card is about endings as well. It's very similar to the Tower card in that sense. But this card being reversed is saying that somebody's letting go and not wanting it to end. So your person's not wanting this connection to end. So while the connection is the sort of ending, this disruption is being forced upon you by the universe, your person of interest is not wanting it to end, okay? And this could be an ex or somebody that you're currently dealing with. But their energy is very similar to yours, very mirroring of yours. They've got a lot of fear around this. They're stuck in old habit patterns as well that they don't want to make the effort to change, although, if they don't change it, then it's going to continue with unhappiness and like frustrations and delays, stagnation, okay? So this is saying that your person feels that the connection needs work, but they're resisting making the necessary changes themselves. And I feel like they're a little bit bored or sad about it, the way things are going. And, if you've left them or if it's ended, then they are, in a grieving period about this. However it might look, they're in a grieving period. So this is all about not willing to move on. So your feelings towards your person's the devil energy in reverse. So for some of you, it's that this was a toxic relationship and you felt bound to it for a long time, but because the Tower moment happened, you're finally able to free yourself from that bondage, so you have greater freedom as a result. At the very least, there's less toxic energy in the connection. But for others of you, this is saying that, you still feel trapped in the connection. Maybe the sexual chemistry or connection is extremely strong. It's hard for you to break free from, especially, as water signs, you're very deeply emotional, and Scorpios in particular, if that's in your charts, then that Scorpion energy is very sexual and very intense. So you're feeling trapped by that. This is a card saying, there's some serious work needed here, and you feel that towards this person. There's serious work to be done, that if this person is trying to come towards you with a quick fix and just trying to gloss over the problems to get back together with you or to move forward with you, that's not going to work, and you know that. You need to solve the issues, really, like the core issues need to be solved before you can move to a better place here. But I do feel that this person's compromised your self-esteem here. He made you feel less valued. So less valued, like devalued you. And this is also a card, even in the reverse, it still talks about codependence or manipulation, not seeing things clearly, or deception. So this person has either fooled you or deceived you. So take what resonates. This is a general reading, but that's what I'm getting. And their feelings towards you is the sun in reverse. So they still have very positive feelings for you, even though the sun is in reverse. The sun card is so positive, even in reverse, it has a positive message, and it affects the other cards positively as well. It sort of softens them, because this is a Leo energy card, could be in their chart, but it's more that this is like a 4-star review. Their feelings for you are a 4-star review versus a 5-star review, if that makes sense. They know that adjustments need to be made. Maybe they see you making adjustments here because you want to be happier. You don't want it to be a toxic connection. Maybe they look at you as someone who doesn't believe that you deserve attention, or like the respect and success that's coming to you, or they feel that way about themselves. But this is, generally there's dramatic feelings with this card. They could see you as a drama queen if you're the feminine or king, and that this is, interference by your egos. A lot of interference here with regard to the egos getting in the way. So it could sometimes mean that, you've gotten too much of a good thing, overindulged in pleasures, and as a result of that, like maybe your focus was too much on the sexual aspect of the connection, or the sexual tension, whatever the case may be. If you weren't intimate with this person, that chemistry sort of overrode your senses and like overshadowed other aspects of the relationship, the more meaningful aspects, like really getting to know each other as people, friendship, seeing, whether or not you have shared values and interests, that sort of thing. So this is a card about overindulgence and a little bit too much focus on material or superficial things than on like the more serious or meaningful aspects of the relationship. So maybe your person is wondering if you're just into them for the sexual chemistry, or this is saying that they have that energy towards you. So let's see what else is happening here. Let's look a little further. For the past position, let's see what happened in your past. Your past together here. We've got the Magician here. So in the past position, you both manifested one another. This seems like it's a spiritual connection. So this could be a soulmate, maybe a karmic soulmate, or a divine soulmate, but that you're working through a karmic cycle with. So one or both of you may have used magic in order to help this connection come together or stay together. Otherwise, you were using manifestation techniques, whether you're aware of it or not, maybe the law of attraction. But if that doesn't apply, this is certainly a card about using whatever skills or resources you had available to you to sort of create the outcome that you wanted. So there's a little bit of manipulation with this card. This is a Virgo Gemini card, so that could be in somebody's chart, just for those of you who like to know the signs. So there is, this is certainly like a witty, kind of a trickster energy, someone who, they're fun, they're entertaining, but, there's often more to them than meets the eye. And so in that regard, you probably needed to, use your senses in order to get a glimpse of who this person really was, or they feel that way about you, like beneath the surface. But with regard to this this love connection, this is again a very spiritual and magical card, and suggests that you're on a spiritual path with one another, and that you were encouraging and inspiring to one another at some point in the past, if not presently. Okay. Let's get the rest of the cards here. Present, future, and outcome. So at present, we've got the moon in reverse. The moon is a Pisces card, can sometimes be associated with Cancer, at least in Western astrology, and tarot it's Pisces card, so it's in reverse. And so this is speaking about deception at present, not seeing things clearly, some confusion, some hidden fears, having a hard time knowing, what's really going on in the connection. Okay, that's probably why you're here. I'm looking at this reading right now, trying to find some answers, because things are muddy at present, and so there's some confusion. Okay, the Moon card upright is talking about navigating through your own personal issues, getting in touch with your intuition. It's all about mysteriousness. We already saw that you both were finding one another sort of mysterious with the Magician card in the past, and that's continuing on in the future. But with the card coming out in reverse, it does make it a little bit more of an emphasis on like deception or self-deception, and some disappointment right now. Excuse me. I need to really listen to your voice within. And as water signs, you generally have pretty good intuition anyway. So you're encouraging you to listen to that, because somebody here isn't, according to this card, listening to their intuition. There might be a mother figure involved in the connection that's influencing it in some way, but this is also talking about needing to tie up loose ends connected to the past. So maybe your person has some, mother issues, or you do, that needs to be addressed and healed and tied up, so that you can move on from that, and it can stop affecting your love connection. Just make sure that you're seeing this person, realistically, because again, this is about seeing things unclearly, deluding yourself, or not being, seeing things in an unreal light in order to win somebody's affection. So not really being true to yourself in order to keep this person around or to attract this person. They could be doing this to you. So just it keeps you on your toes a little bit. There's a little bit of inconsistency here that may cause problems, okay? Just some inconsistency. So take what resonates from that. And in the future position, we've got the Queen of Bats in reverse. That's air sign energy. So in the future, I feel like there's going to be some arguments, probably based on not seeing each other clearly and wanting this to end, but not wanting it to end. There's a lot of conflict here, and intensity in the connection, as well as mystery and attraction. So as a result of all these elements coming together, we've got that Tower moment, remember? And we've got this ending that your person's not wanting to let happen. I don't think you really want to let it happen either, but I think you're probably further along on accepting that than they are. So with the Queen of Bats, she's the Queen of Swords, if I didn't already say that. And in reverse, she's she's kind of a bitch. So this is representing both your energies. Excuse me. And just sort of re-emphasizes the sense of feeling trapped and limited and unable to speak your truth here. And I feel like this person's going to continue to not be able to move past the loss, or that your emotions are going to continue to interfere with the connection. So I feel like, one or both of you might be isolating yourself in the future. You're going to swear off relationships. You're just fed up. You just had it kind of energy. And, and in that time you might develop a very critical or inflexible attitude towards this person, or your affections are going to be cooling towards this person. So, take that how it applies to your life. If you want to be, this is what this card is saying, that this is just frustrating you to the extent that you're going to kind of, cool down your affections towards this person, and maybe even swear off the connection in the future. And for the outcome, okay, a lot of stuff going on here. So we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, or the Ten of Bats. So this is another card indicating an ending, okay? And it says that you're in the outcome, someone's still not really willing to move on here. It's probably the other person I'm getting, but if it's vice versa, take it vice versa. But there's a continuation of the stalling due to fear, and you're going to be stinging from the disappointment of this connection or betrayal, whatever the case may be. And at least, you're going to be able to see things more clearly now, though. And if this relationship does continue to remain ended, because we do see ending here, then you're going to, again, this is backing up this new sense of freedom that you're going to have, or that they're going to have, okay? So it's not all bad. I personally like to be very free, to make my choices, leave my options open, that kind of thing, but freedom is a good thing. That's my point. Very good thing. So if it is ending, don't worry about it, because we've got the Seven of Imps here in the upright that also wanted to come out in the outcome, and that's talking about continuing to fight passionately for what you want, what you desire. So if you want and desire a passionate connection with this person, you're going to keep fighting for it, and then they are going to towards you as well, because either that, or after this ending, things seem so much clearer now that you decide to fight for yourself and for your own desires, and that moves you in a new direction. But I'm kind of feeling that this is about you gaining clarity, or them, the both of you gaining clarity about that which you're not wanting to face in the connection, that causing this upset and this toxic energy to end. And as a result of that, you're going to move with this new clarity. You're going to be able to be stronger and more mature, and it's going to help you to move forward and fight for what you really want, which obviously it is whatever it is that you believe in. You're going to face your challenges with courage. So I think the confusion is going to end in the outcome. There's going to be less confusion. You're going to overcome your struggles here. And so instead of fighting and squabbling, the two of you, for a lot of you, you're going to stop the fighting, and you're going to actually cooperate in order to excuse me, work things out. Although there is this tendency to feel that it might be easier to give up if you keep a positive attitude. For those of you who are in a relationship with this person, that positive attitude might be what helps you to resolve your difficulties, because we also have the Ace of Ghosts that wanted to come out, which is a new beginning in love. So that's the Ace of Cups. It's a very beautiful card, especially in a love reading, and it's also the card of your element, so that gives a little extra power in this reading, I feel. And it's saying that there is a new beginning in love, either with this person or someone else, because it's all about newness. So it's going to feel like a new journey, a new love with this person, a new phase, and it's going to bring a burst of joy and in the sense of falling in love. So after you gain clarity from all of these illusions and everything you've been through, you're going to fight on for what you desire, and you are going to have this new beginning in love here. It's going to be the early stages of a romantic relationship, so like renewal, and if it's with the same person or if it's with someone new, and you're going to want to nurture this, and then the love will blossom from this, okay? So it's an awakening to divine love. So it's really everything you've been through, these endings, these tower moments and stuff, these were necessary in order for you to have this fantastic outcome and this new beginning in love, and just an overabundance of wonderful emotions that you that are the evidence that you learned your lesson and you worked hard to achieve. I'm going to go ahead and pull a Romance Angels card here and see what the Romance Angels have to say. For the water signs, what do the Romance Angels have to say? Says, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So once the illusions are removed from the connection, then you're going to be able to reveal your true selves to each other. We saw a lot of trapped energy in the reading around deception and not wanting to show your true self. So this is saying that getting to know each other is going to be what deepens your bond. I'm trying to get one more Romance Angels card here for the water signs. Let's see. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I do see you both making the effort, sort of battling on, even though you want to give up. If this is a current connection, somebody that you already know that you're in a battle on, if this is, you know, for those of you who are single and this isn't resonating, this might not be the right reading for you. Otherwise, it's saying, you know, continue to battle on towards your desires with regard to what you'd like to see happen in your love life, which is to have this wonderful new love, okay? And I'm going to get you an advice card, and then we'll wrap up the reading. Make music. So this card came out for Taurus as well, or not Taurus, well, earth signs. Earth signs. Taurus is an earth sign. So anyway, this is saying listen to music. It'll elevate your vibration. It'll help you to manifest this connection the way that you want it, or to manifest a new connection if that's the case. Also, it's indicating that when certain songs come on the radio or you put on certain music, it reminds you of this person, and that's cathartic. It's healing. It's a way of helping you to transmute those energies and those feelings in a positive way. And likewise, this person, if you have someone in mind, they're thinking about you when they hear certain music and songs on the radio as well. But if you play a musical instrument, you know, that's going to help you to sort of work through the hard times that you're going through, increase your healing, and increase your manifestation power, okay? Well, thank you for tuning in, water signs. I hope that was able to help you in some way. And if it did, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to, please hit the bell notification, receive notifications when I upload a new video. And if you'd like a more personal look into your situation, my contact information is in the description box below. Thanks for watching.